Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow playing the Pokemon trading card game. Finally, jeez, it's been a long time since I recorded actually, even though it's not really been a long time since you guys have seen anything. It's been like 2 weeks since I recorded, so yeah, quite a long time. Anyway, as you can hear, there's a challenge cup going on. Let's do a little dance, because the challenge cup's there. And hey, it's Ronald, you person, I don't know, you're apparently going to win the prize. Level 60 Mewtwo, that is the one which we fought in the last episode actually, which is kinda cool. These guys, you don't really need to say much, I suppose. Da-di-da, beat the prize, whatever. Girls, of course, are as good as boys, that's kind of obvious. Yeah, so whippersnapper! Okay, right, so anyway, we are going to go up here, challenge cup's underway, da-di-da. Yep, we have to beat 3 people in a row, and they are random people which we might not have already fought for some of it. And the dude was like, hey, I'm looking around the stage, because that's cool. Obviously that is not who it is. There is a weird glitch in the emulated version. I have no idea why, but yeah, it's the first opponent has your name. And I never understood why. Anyway, this is a club I was thinking of going to next, and it actually sucks that I'm fighting her because, yeah, she's of the water club. I'm using a part fire deck, or a largely fire deck. This is not gonna end well. But, yeah, the idea is you play 3 of the club members, and it could be any club member, so yeah. Well, this is not a bad start actually. I've got the Hitmonchan, I've got an Eevee, and I've got Energy Searching. This is not terrible. Let's put Hitmonchan out because we can, and hope that she doesn't have a Fighting Resist as her only Pokemon. Well, I go first as well, so yeah, oh, hello, this is actually really good. I don't really care if this match goes on very short time scales, because honestly, if I really, needed to, I'll show her off later, which I will do anyway, so yeah, I don't care. Anyway, her deck is, of course, part water. She uses Clefairy dolls and stuff. As I've said before, it's like a basic Pokemon you don't take a prize for, and it can't be statused, but it only has 10 HP. She doesn't even have an energy. Are you serious? Wow, crap, this game's gonna be over pretty quick. Yeah, the idea of her deck is it's actually a Wigglytuff deck, funnily enough. And the idea is Wigglytuff, of course, does more damage. God damn it! Wigglytuff does more damage with a bench. Ah! Jesus Christ, too many freaking other Pokemon which don't do anything. But yet, her idea is to use Clefairy dolls and Wigglytuff, as Wigglytuff doesn't care that Clefairy doll is not technically a Pokemon because it's a Pokemon whilst it's in play. So yeah, that's kind of what she does. I'm going to get Flareon here, I think, because Flareon is a cool guy, and, well, yeah. There's Vaporeon if I couldn't find Flareon, but since I can't find Flareon, that's just going to come out. And I could double colorless computer search. That's not quite how it was supposed to come out, but I can computer search for the double colorless if I need to, so it's fine. As you can see, I don't take a prize for KOing these things. She doesn't have anything. Wow, this is sad. Seriously sad. But it's okay, I'm happy with a Hitmonchan clean sweep, I don't care about that, really. So is she gonna play a Pokemon? Yes, oh fuck. She would put that down, wouldn't she? That kind of sucks. Cypher, we all know what it does, fighting resist, blah de blah. Can I get something out here? I could discard these 2, get myself the double colorless. Because you see, Flareon, that's not Flareon, this is Flareon. Flareon uses 2 colorless energy for its flamethrower, which will do 60 damage so long as you discard a fire energy. So my idea was to place the double colorless down on Flareon, so now for 3 energy I'm hitting 60 damage. I have to discard every turn, but that's why I've got energy retrieval and stuff. Now if she doesn't play another Pokemon down, because Cypher is fire weak, I'm just going to retreat and flamethrower next turn. But of course, Mysterious Fossil, to be honest, shit. That's not what I like to see. No. Well, it doesn't really make much difference because, to be honest, Hitmonchan is not going to be doing very much against a Cypher anyway because Cypher has a fighting resist. I don't want to retreat again, go away. I want to flamethrower its ass. Because yeah, even though she is a water trainer, she uses a fire weak Pokemon. Because it's a strong basic with 0 retreat, there's no reason not to use Cypher, really. Apart from energy cost, I suppose, but yeah, there's not really much reason to not use Cypher in most decks. Cypher is an extremely good Pokemon, and yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Anyway, Flareon, quick attack, the same as Eevee's. I do 30 damage when I only need 10, who really cares about that? Next turn I'm going to flamethrower this Cypher because it's pretty obviously going to die with that. And that Poliwag is not really going to be an issue because I have enough health to basically not get killed by it in one shot, and it will die in a single flamethrower. This is why Flareon is cool, because even in multicolored decks it doesn't take that much to use, and yeah, it can really do some damage. The water weakness against water types obviously sucks, but the fact of it's an evolution, you can sort of build your deck around that, so yeah, one of the best ways I found of using a pure fire deck was actually to play the Game Boy Jolteon as well, which is pretty cool. However, this is not a pure deck, so I don't necessarily have to do that. The fact is, though, we win against the first opponent, which is good. So yeah, that was Amanda. We'll see her again later, I suppose. And here is Robert, another player we haven't seen yet. This is a Ghost-type player, so that's going to be interesting. Anyway, the obvious thing is you can do this in the middle of things. You can change your deck, you can save, which is good because, yeah, that kind of helps. I'm going to put the save state down as well, though, just because it's a bit faster. But yeah, hopefully we won't have to use that. But I will win this regardless. If I have to restart, then I have to restart, but I want that Mewtwo, so I will be save stating if I have to. Anyway, this is going to be interesting because my fighting core is actually psychic weak, and ghost types are psychic resistant. No, not even psychic resistant, they're fighting resistant. They're psychic types. And I start with a solo Machamp. This is not necessarily the best start, depending on what he has. If he has a ghost type, then I'm kinda screwed, but I got another Ninetales, and it doesn't have a ghost type, but he has a fighting resist anyway, so that really kind of sucks a lot. He's got a Ditto on his bench, and I can't pull it out because I don't have the tools to do so. And I get another Trader. Well, I've got both types of Ninetales, and I've got an Energy Search, but that's not enough. I don't know. He will take 2 energy to start out. Let's see what else I can get. Maybe I can get Machamp going here, because that would work even through resistances. Maybe that would be good. I don't know. We'll have to see if I can get a second. No, I have a second trader. Maybe I can get Machamp going here. Well, next turn what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my deck to see whether Machamp is present. And if it is, I think I might actually just use that. So let's go ahead with Pokemon Trader, get rid of this Ninetales, and is Machamp in the deck or is it prized? Well, there's Machoke, that's good. Machamp is there as well. Okay, right, so my idea then. I'm going to win this through the freaking resistance because Machoke is going to be a badass. I'm going to Energy Search so I can get a fighting energy out. And that gives me Karate Chop, which will do 20 damage because of resistance. So yeah, Machoke really fails against resistance types. That's the annoying thing. However, Machamp does not. Machamp, we will see this later on, it does 60 damage for 4 energy, and its power, whenever it gets damaged, it does 10 damage to the attacker, which is freaking fantastic, to be honest. The problem is it takes 4 energy to attack, so it's kind of... Again, it's like a lot of cards. At this level, it's too slow, but it's very, very good in game. So, you know, a lot of the cards which I'm saying are crap kind of aren't when you're playing the game itself. When you're just playing it like this, they're not crap at all. But if you're playing against what would have been quote-unquote competitive decks for the time, then they are. That's the thing, because Machamp is too slow. It takes 4 energy, and it takes 3 specific as well, so you can't double colorless it. It's just way too slow. Anyway, the Ditto retreated because of course it's Ditto, it kind of can't do much because it has a fighting weakness. He uses Ditto, I guess, to transform into Ghastlies and stuff, I don't know. I don't think I've shown off Ditto, actually. It does pound for 10 damage, and then for 3 energy, you get to switch it with a basic Pokemon from your deck. I never quite worked out whether it just flat out takes the card from your deck. I don't think it does. I think it actually makes a copy, rather than, as it says there, replace it with a copy, but you can read into that quite a lot and say, well, okay, replace it with a copy means take a copy out of your deck and ding it. However, it doesn't shuffle your deck afterwards, as far as I know. And that's pretty much it. So I reckon it actually physically copies it, and that's why it would be exclusive to the Game Boy games. Funnily enough, there is a Ditto in the actual game, which was a lot different to that. It kind of mimicked the opponent when it was out, and that was it. That Ghastly, as we've seen already, is kind of useless, so there's no issue with him having that. I've got Ninetales, and I have a Vulpix on the bench. This is just bad news bears for him, that's for sure. So yeah, that is basically the game, to be honest, because this Ghastly is going to get KO'd by a fighting attack, which is pretty hilarious when you think about it. And he couldn't put me to sleep either, so yeah. He could have tried to stall me if he was smart and attached the energy to it, so he would have done Destiny Bond, but he's not intelligent enough to do that. So yeah, Seismic Toss for the KO. I guess we just threw the world on a ghost and somehow it killed it. And all he has left is Ditto, so yeah. Recycle, we've seen this before. We haven't seen this before, but I think I've showed it off a little bit. He's got Ghastly on top of his deck now, but really that makes zero difference because I'm on my last prize, and there is the power from Machamp, just 10 damage to him. It's very good against fighting resistant Pokemon because that means they take 10 damage every time they hurt you, so yeah, very nice. And Seismic Toss for the KO, that is good. Again, we're going to be seeing him later, so even though you've seen basically what his deck does, you'll see it in more detail later. So anyway, we have now one more win to get, and of course it's Ronald that we have to play. Yeah, of course. Da-di-da, 60 Mewtwo, whatever. We are going to save the game, and that is fine. I'm not going to change the deck because I don't really need to. And we are going to win, hopefully. Still get the epic rival music as well. Now, I don't really remember what type of deck he has here. I know it's like Tricolor. I don't know if it's the same sort of Tricolor as what I'm using. Maybe it is, who knows. Anyway, I have 1 Fire Energy, but I'm going to play the Magmar down because it's better at stalling than the Machamp. It doesn't do as much damage, but yeah. And I go first again. I've gone first every single match this one. That's good. And that's a bitch. It's typical that he has the freaking fighting weak Pokemon out when I use the fire type first. What is he's got Grimer and Cypher. So he's got grass, poison type stuff as well. Right, okay. And I have quite a lot of energy, I suppose. Yeah, that's what I have, pretty much. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get the poison on this thing next turn, and if I don't, well, I can still fall back on the 40 damage a turn stuff. I don't really want to put in a fighting type though, because he'll just switch to Cypher, and that would be pretty bad for me because Cypher kind of resists fighting, obviously. There we go, got the poison, that's good. So I will be doing 40 damage a turn, basically, because the poison will do 20 by the time it comes back to my turn. Oh. Well, hello, Muck. You are fairly scary. And you know, I don't really care about this at all, because he's poisoned. So yeah, he stops me doing 20 damage. That's whoop-de-freaking-do. He's still gonna take lots and lots of damage off of that. And that's fine, he's gonna die pretty quickly regardless. However, what this means now is that instead of doing the 20 damage, because I can't do that, and he's already poisoned, I'm gonna be a douche and I'm gonna smoke screen. Which means next turn he's gonna have to flip 2 coins as heads if he wants to get Scrunch to work. Which is good for me. He looks like he's going for the double edge though, and that is not good. Come on dude, seriously? You really got 2 heads off of that? Wow, that's just annoying. It doesn't matter if I switch out, he will still have his abilities, so there's no real point in switching. I'm going to smoke screen, obviously, again, same logic as last time, and if he tries to double edge, he might not get it off. I'm hoping he won't get it off, because god, that double edge is gonna hurt. Nope, he's just flat out retreating. Okay, and he has no energy. Wonderful. That's actually really good for me, because now I'm going to go with Machoke. I'm going to retreat, I think. Maybe, have I got an energy search in hand? Yes, I do. Right, okay, so I'm going to retreat, I'm going to bring Machoke out, and I'm going to Karate Chop for 50 damage, because Grimer doesn't resist fighting, even though it probably should. In a way, it could resist fighting, but it's weak to ground, and ground is part of fighting, so yeah. And now Cypher comes out, but I don't really care about that because I can free hit KO it if I go to Machamp, which is what I'm going to do this turn. Yes, I'm going to Computer Search away Trader and the Energy Search, because I have 2 Fire Energy in hand now, I don't really need it. And I'm going to get Machamp out. So basically this is Machamp's day, really. That's just the way it goes. And that is it. 30 damage through resistance. Machamp also, well, both Machoke and Machamp have a free energy retreat cost, which definitely sucks. But, you know, there's not much you can really do about that. And it's not going to come into play here, because Machamp is just going to wreck house, even though he has a fighting resistance. To be honest, Machamp is probably the best of the fighting types you could play in this game, so the only issue with it really is that it is kind of psychic weak, the same as Hitmonchan, and Hitmonchan is one of the best cards that you could play in a fighting deck by itself. It's just a pure basic excellence, really. So ideally you would want to play the ground types to go with it, but you kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Like, if you don't want a weakness stack, you would want to play stuff like Sand Slash, but Sand Slash is not as good, so it's... Obviously, at the moment, the Muck is blocking my power. I know I have shown off Muck and stuff, it does the power blocking thing. So yeah, I can't actually use my Strike's bat power at the moment, but to be honest, it doesn't matter, because it's not necessary in the slightest. I mean, look at this, I'm doing freaking 60 damage a turn anyways, so who cares? He can't attack, he doesn't have enough energy, so... yeah, that's basically the game. There really isn't much else to say, because Geodude's gonna get one-shotted, so... unless he flips 10 heads here in a row, which he doesn't flip any, so, you know, reverse psychology! But yeah, he cannot do anything to me. And you know what? Because I can, I'm gonna switch out to Ninetales, and I'm gonna Fire Blast this thing, because I'm a douche, I don't know. The point is, Fire Blast, even though it's a rock type, doesn't have resistance on it in this game. 80 damage, victory, yeah. So that was Ronald. in the Challenge Cup. Not much else to say, we kind of just utterly decimated him, really. Yeah, whatever, apparently you won't lose next time. Well, who cares about that? We win, and we get the level 60 Mewtwo. We saw this in the last episode, but it's a very, very nice Psychic card, and I definitely will be using it later, so yeah, look out for that, I guess. I don't know. It's obviously a much better late game card, but I guess, and an absolute push, if you've got Computer Search in your starting hand, you could probably make it an early game card as well by discarding 2 energy, searching for whatever you wanted, and then attaching an energy absorb so that you get the free energy on it on the first turn. It's a pretty decent strategy, it's just nothing I've ever used, but yeah, for Computer Search you could probably throw Item Finder in there as well, because chances are you're going to have something else that you'd use it for. So yeah, big energy discarding, retrieving sort of thing would be cool enough for it. Anyway, that is that, and what else I can do? There was the dude, was it at this club or was it at the fighting? I think it was at the fighting club. The guy who wanted the Omastar, I haven't gone back and done that yet. Yes, you. Yes, we did, so give that away. And I think what I have to do from here is I have to restart the game because it's necessary to restart the game in order to reset these sort of trading things. So I will go ahead and show my mouse off whilst I do that. Because yeah, we want to be able to get this quest going. Yep, see him playing cards again, looking for Graveler. We do have a Graveler. I would rather not give it away, but considering I want this quest done, yeah, it's not even a quest really, it's just that, but yeah, I didn't want to give it away because as you can see I've only got 1 now, but I think I will get more later, so it's not the end of the world. Anyway, save again and restart once again. I think I might as well just keep this bar up at the moment, to be honest, because I might well be restarting another couple of times. Looking for Parasect. Well, I can definitely give that away because Parasect sucks, so whatever. I know it's sort of weird showing all of this on camera, but I don't care because it's kind of looking for Rapidash. Well, we definitely have Rapidash, so we'll give that away as well. And I think you need to give 1 more. So this should be that. It's all uncommons that he asks for. It's not rares or anything, so it's not that bad. Weezing. Do I have a Weezing? I do have a Weezing apparently, so yeah, that is it. Now we've given him the 5 cards, we get a gift. And it's a level 16 Pikachu! Heck yeah, Pikachu! Well, I don't even believe I just said that because I hate Pikachu, but this one is really good, so I'm happy to have this. Basically 60 HP, it's Tankachu. If anybody watched the stream of the other thing, whatever, it's basically a tank Pikachu. It can reduce damage by 10 for 1 colorless. If you have 2 lightning energy on it, it does 20 damage plus paralysis chance. Only a single retreat cost, 60 HP. It's a very freaking potent Pikachu compared to most Pikachu. So yeah. Do we have any mail? Yes, we do. Looks like you've won quite a few medals. Yep, because we've won 3 medals now, we get this thing up. So build your own deck. That's what I've been doing this whole time, dude. So chill up. This time we get 2 packs, however, and what are we going to get? We are going to get a Wigglytuff. Oh yes, thank you very much. It's still not as powerful as it is in the second game, but it's a very good card nonetheless, and I am ultra happy to have a second one of that. And we get another Charizard. I think, did I even show off Charizard last time? I'm pretty sure I did, but God, I can't even remember what I've done in this so far. That's bad. No, I think I did get Charizard out, but no doubt we'll end up using it again at some point because it's Charizard and people will want to see that because it's Charizard. There's not much else to say. What else you can do though? The trainer in here, the one that we got the Oddish for last time, Pikachu, yay, we prefer Clefairy. Yeah, this is the other Pikachu trade you can do. I think I did, yes, have a Clefairy, so that's fine. And we get this Pikachu over here, which is the same Pikachu as the one which I just got otherwise, but it's got a different artwork. Doesn't make a difference, but the fact of the matter is now I have two of them, which is really good. Anyway, this episode's kind of been going on quite a long time because of the free battles and stuff, so I'm going to leave it there. My idea, I think I will probably go Water Club next, just because. Although, yeah, because I'll be building a new deck for the next episode anyway, because I've used this deck in 3 games, I might as well change it up. So, this has been GamerCard playing the Pokemon trading card game, and join me next time when we go into the Water Club and do stuff in here. So yeah, see you for that.